As Aaron said, how do you engage from the open heart? An open heart does not mean you are gullible or you make yourself vulnerable or you agree to everything that is going on. What the open heart is, where you tune into your own sensation of contraction or expansion. One can be wise and boundaried in a safe way and have an expansive heart, even when engaging with someone who is, let's say, confrontational in some way. So there's always a little millisecond in most interactions. And I'm not speaking of something like there's a fire or a car accident or something like that where you need to have instantaneous engagement. But I am talking in interactions with others, particularly, there's always this millisecond where you can tune in to your heart. And you all will know how you do that for yourself, but an important cue in any interaction you're in throughout the day, and maybe it's not even with others, maybe it's your judgment of yourself, is to tune into your heart chakra and your solar plexus and sense if there is contraction. If there is, that's not bad. That's giving you a clue. That's just saying something about this situation doesn't feel right. I don't feel safe. I'm not certain. I'm scared, or it doesn't matter how you label it, but the contraction will say, ah, the heart chakra is guarded. It is not fully flowing. I feel tense. And you may say, well, I don't have time in interactions to, tune in and then, decide how to engage. But it becomes automatic after a while. It is in the space of a breath, you can feel where the contraction is and you can release it. And if you can, from that spacious place, that open-hearted place, then engage in whatever the situation is, then you come to it as a partner, as a dance partner, as a co-creator. And this is what you are being invited to do more now at this point of great transition on the earth plane, is to find a way to move from the open heart and to make the choices that seem to you to be wise. And sometimes they may be self-protective choices, meaning to say to someone, not literally, but as within a dynamic, that this does not work for me. I'm not comfortable with this interaction or this relationship. I think I no longer wish to engage in this friendship. I'm just making it up. But you do that with an open heart without, as you have heard me say, projecting anger or judgment or whatever it is and weaponizing it. And when I say weaponizing it, which may seem like a strange word, emotions ebb and flow. They arise from conditions, they pass away. But when you are not attuned to them, when you are not wise to them, when you do not give yourself space to sit with them, just even for a second, then they become so automatic that they are just flung out there, let us say. So this learning to tune into this place of spaciousness and open-heartedness allows you to set your boundary, to say no, to take whatever action may needed to be done. And this doesn't always necessarily apply to just difficult interactions. There was the example that Barbara and Aaron were speaking about, where someone who they depended on couldn't be there. And so you can engage with anything with an open heart. Your learning now is to tune in to when it is closed and to open it and to do what you need to do, to speak what you need to say in a way that is authentic, that honors you, that honors the beingness of the other, but also when it's appropriate to say no, but also when it's appropriate, as going back to this example of perhaps lending somebody money. It may be appropriate, but you may do it out of guilt or obligation, which is, none of these are crimes. It's just awareness. So to make whatever choices you need to make throughout a day as open-heartedly as you can. And this may seem simple, and you may say, well, yeah, sure, I think I do that, and what's the big deal, and who has time? But time does not really exist. When you move into consciousness and this spiritual domain, you have all the time you need in essence. And this ability to do this is what makes you be able to not only act in love, but to act with wisdom. Wisdom comes from discernment, and wisdom comes from choice. So there is always this choice point of the open heart that you can attune to and you can move from.